Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about another important concept in this chapter, that is global climate changes. What is called? Global climate changes. So, what is this global climate changes? How they will affect our biodiversity? How we can lose the biodiversity because of this global climatic changes? Okay, so that is the most important point we are going to discuss. Okay, global climatic changes. First, observe very carefully. What is global? The earth related complete worldwide climate. You know very well. Surrounding will be change, not useful change. That is harmful change. How that is affecting our biodiversity? That one we are discussing. Okay, observe very carefully. Industrialization is a major contributor. Industrialization is a major contributor to climate change. Which one? The industrialization is a major contributor to climate change and a major threat to biodiversity. See now, why we are focusing especially industries? Why? Because too much pollution, too much pollutants releasing are coming out from the industries. That is the reason industrialization is a major contributor to climate change and a major threat to biodiversity. Industrialization is a major contributor to climate change and a major threat to biodiversity. For example, cement industries, okay, electronic industries, okay, plastic industries, okay, and cloth industry. Whatever the industry you take, huge pollution. Okay, huge pollution is happening because of these industries. So that is why this industrialization is a major contributor to climate change and major threat to biodiversity. What is pollution? Harmful change. It's not at all good to the living beings. So that's why threat to biodiversity. Now, observe very carefully what we are discussing. So, this industrialization disturbing the biodiversity. Energy drives our industries, which is provided by burning of fossil fuels. How energy is production is going on in the industries? By the providing by burning of fossil fuels. So, if run the industries, compulsory energy required. That energy from where we are getting? By the burning. Energy drives our industries, which is provided by burning our fossil fuels. What are the fossil fuels? Petroleum, diesel, coal. These all are what? Fossil fuels. So when we burn these fossil fuels, once imagine the pollution. Huge amount of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, okay, harmful gases are entering. That is affecting the biodiversity. Energy drives our industries, which is provided by burning of which one? Fossil fuels. So because of this increases the emission of which one? Carbon dioxide. You know very well, carbon dioxide very dangerous because of that greenhouse gases. So methane, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, okay, these all are chlorofluorocarbons. These all are greenhouse gases. They causes which one? Climate change. So when you use fossil fuels, automatically carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases, they will come and they will release and they will change the climate. Harmful change. Next, large scale deforestation. Another important, that is due to large scale deforestation, you believe or not, for industries, what you call the development of industries or industrialization point of view, we are damaging the huge large scale of deforestation. So that is one of the reason. You know very well, one industry if you want to establish thousands of acres, forest land required. So that is going on, what is called deforestation. So large scale deforestation emitted carbon dioxide. So this emitted large scale deforestation. What is happening? Deforestation is more, means what will happen? Deforestation means the emitted carbon dioxide cannot be absorbed fully. No trees, no absorption of the carbon dioxide. So when the no trees are there, when the plants and trees are complete gone, why? Trees absorbs the carbon dioxide, right? You know very well, photosynthesis process. Carbon dioxide is a major, what you call, raw material or major factor. But here trees are not there, forests are not there, deforestation is going on, where the absorption of carbon dioxide will be takes place. So there is a less absorption or no absorption of the carbon dioxide when the deforestation is large scale. And its concentration in the air will be automatically, when the plant's not there, no absorption of the carbon dioxide. When the no carbon dioxide absorption, automatically the concentration of the carbon dioxide level will be increase in the air. So this is a point you should have to remember. So when the carbon dioxide increases, that leads to greenhouse effect. Then that leads to global warming. Then climate change increases. Okay, climate changes increases land and ocean temperature. So because of that, what will happen? This climate change increases land and ocean temperature. What it will do? That increases the land and ocean temperature. This is the another important point. Land and ocean temperature will be increased because of the carbon dioxide. Okay, children. So must and should, these all the points you should have to remember. So that's why the global climate change is happening. So land and ocean temperature increases. Next, changes in the precipitation. Precipitation means rain and snow patterns, and rises the sea level. So automatically what happen? The sea level will be increases. Melting of which one? Glaciers. Melting of glaciers, water, okay, inundation, less predictability of weather patterns, extreme weather conditions. Okay, what are the problems? You know, the sea level, the rises, rises means increase sea level, and land and ocean temperature will be increased. Then changes the precipitation patterns and rises the sea level, melting of glaciers, water inundation, less predictability of weather patterns, extreme weather conditions, outbreak of what is called, outbreak of scalar diseases, migration of animals. Okay, scalar diseases, environmental related diseases, migration of animals, loss of tree in the forest and loss of trees in the forest. See how many problems due to climate change. When the climate change increases, what? Land and ocean temperature. When the ocean temperature increases, that affects the precipitation. Precipitation effect means patterns and rises the sea level. Melting of glaciers, water inundation, less predictability of weather patterns, extreme weather conditions, outbreak of scalar diseases, migration of animals, loss of the tree in the forest. So these many, what you call, these many conditions are there. Okay, these many problems are there. So that is the reason, we should have to protect our climate by reducing the pollution. So next, climate change in an imminent danger. Okay, very dangerous to the existing biodiversity. Climate change in an imminent, very dangerous to the biodiversity. So many living beings will be die. So climate change is the imminent, what is called, danger to existing biodiversity. Okay, this is important. Now you see the links between biodiversity, climate change, and the human well-being. Link between biodiversity. BD means what? Biodiversity, climate change, and human well-being. how it will be links will be, you see. Climate. A good climate, okay, will be impacts the biodiversity, and biodiversity regulates the climate. Both is reversible. Impact of climate is there on biodiversity. Biodiversity, okay. What is that? Climate regulation regulates the climate. Next, another important one. Biodiversity ecosystem function. Biodiversity good ecosystem function. Good ecosystem function, biogeochemical cycles. So biogeochemical cycles means what happen? So biogenic greenhouse gases aerosol emission. So greenhouse gases biogenic, not industries. That is a one thing. It's a very good. What about human related? Human anthropogenic greenhouse gases aerosol affects the climate. Even biogeochemical cycles, even greenhouse what we call aerosol emission also affects the climate. And here what is that? The human is taking from the biodiversity from ecosystem services. So like this, this all affects what you call corrects the climate. Biogeochemical cycles, human activities release the greenhouse gases, aerosol emission, anthropogenic greenhouse gases, aerosol, here biogenic, affects the climate. Climate depend on biodiversity. Biodiversity regulates the climate. So all are interconnected. This is only links between biodiversity, climate change, and human well-being. So climate is the most important for all concepts, all components in the biodiversity. So what is the first one? Human anthropogenic greenhouse gases, industrialization, aerosols, chlorofluorocarbons. Then affects the climate. Biogeochemical cycles, nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle, oxygen, like that cycles are there. They will also release some amount of greenhouse gases, aerosol emission, that is affects the climate. But climate is helpful for climate impact is there on biodiversity. Biodiversity regulates the climate. So without climate, biodiversity will be affected. So even human also will be suffering. So like that, dependence are there between the biodiversity, okay, climate change, and human well-being. So like that, it will be most important things are there. Next, another important problem is shifting or zoom cultivation. What is the next one? Shifting or zoom cultivation, or also called slash burning agriculture. What do you call? Slash burning agriculture. Zoom type of cultivation or slash burning agriculture. The plants of natural tree vegetation, very important. In shifting cultivation, what the tribal people will do, plants of natural tree vegetation are burnt away and the cleared patches. Plants of natural tree vegetation are burnt away and the clear the patches are formed for 2 to 3 seasons. Just 2 to 3 seasons only. Rabi, Kharif, like that. 2 to 3 seasons they will use the plots. So they will go to one place where the natural vegetation is there. They will cut all the trees, they will burn it, and that plant they will use as a farming. Only for 2 to 3 seasons. 2 to 3 seasons. Once after which their fertility reduces, suppose that plots fertility reduces to that point where the crop production is no longer profitable. So fertility reduced means automatically crop production will be no longer profitable. So the farmer then abandons this patch. The farmer, what they will do? Okay, so abandon this patch and cuts the new patch. We'll go to the abandoned patch and cuts the down a new patch of forest trees elsewhere for crop production. This system is practiced there. So one place, 2 to 3 seasons, one plant. Another 2 to 3 seasons, new plant. Again, like this, like the continuous plots they are making and damaging the forest and creating the deforestation. Especially this kind of zoom cultivation or slash burning agriculture, where we can see in the sense, we can see in the northeastern regions of India. Which one? Northeastern regions of India, when vast areas are cleared and burnt. So northeast regions, vast areas of clear and burnt, it results in loss of what do you call habitat Loss of habitat. Okay, loss, very very dangerous. So vast areas are cleared and burnt. It results loss of forest cover, loss of forest cover, and pollution. Okay, and the discharge of carbon dioxide, which in turn attributes to loss of habitat and climate change. Loss of habitat, climate change, impact on the fauna animals diversity of the regions. See, they don't know, the tribal people, they want profit. What they will do? They will cut the trees and they will make that land as a for farming. Only 2 to 3 seasons, 3 seasons. Later they will be close that plot and will go for new. Like this, it will be affects what? Loss of habitat, pollution, loss of forest cover, climate changes, impact on the fauna, what do you call it? Diversity of the regions. So fauna diversity. Where the animals will go which are living in that particular area where they started forest. They cutted the trees. Either they have to migrate, either they have to die. That's it. If they are unable to migrate, they will be die. These are the problems are going on, especially in the which regions of India? Northeastern regions of India. This is important. Next, co-extinction. What is co-extinction? This is important. Co-extinction means co-extinction of a species is the loss of species as a consequence of extinction of another. Extinction of one will be automatically cause the extinction of the other. Orchid bees and forest trees, very important. So, one best example I will tell to you. For example, dodo bird. The calvaria tree is dependent on the dodo bird for completion of its life cycle. So, which one? The calvaria tree is dependent on the dodo bird for completion of life cycle. The mutualistic association is that the tough honey endocarp of the seeds of calvaria tree are made permeable by the action of large stones in the bird's gizzard and digestive juices, thereby facilitating easier germination. So, germination point of view, calvaria tree will depend on the dodo. But actually, what will happen? Dodo birds extincted, automatically calvaria tree co-extinction is happen. So, one will be extincted in the sense which one depend on that also will be extinct. So what I am telling is extinction of one will automatically cause extinction of the other, calvaria tree and dodo bird. So calvaria tree, okay, very very important. The birds gizzard and digestive, thereby facilitating easier germination. So calvaria tree are made permeable by the action of the large stones in the bird's gizzard and digestive juice, thereby facilitating easier germination. So calvaria tree, easy germination. So now dodo birds extincted, automatically calvaria bird also trees also extincted. So what is a simple to understand in this co-extinction? One extincted means automatically which one depend on also will be die, extincted. For example, frog, snake, for easy example. Frogs died automatically. Frog population extincted automatically. Snakes also will be extinct. That is called co-extinction. That's called co-extinction. So co-extinction related a complete picture tomorrow will be discussed. So like this, co-extinction, pollution, okay, natural threats, loss of biodiversity, okay, pollution, these all the concepts will be discussed in the next class. Up to that, today global climate changes, how affecting the greenhouse gases and carbon dioxide, and what is the links between the biodiversity, climate change and human well-being. These all interconnections, how links are there, and what are the shifting or zoom cultivation or slash burning agriculture, and what is the definition of co-extinction. These all points we should have to remember. In these examples also very important. See now, pollution is dangerous or not? Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide increasing in the sense greenhouse gases. Greenhouse increase in the sense global warming. Global warming in the sense the rises of the sea levels. melting of glaciers. Like that, so many things we have to remember.